So, I've been wanting to make a video about this for quite some time. And when I say quite some time, I mean a while, okay? I've been trying to make this video for over a month or something like that. It's been really crazy. And the topic that we will be discussing on a day in my life is summer camp. You know, those weird event things that your parents just send you to? You know, one day you're having fun with your friends outside, next day you're at some weird carnival thing, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm doing this now. But yeah, usually summer camp is like a fun memory, fun experience for most kids. I wasn't one of those kids, okay? My summer camp experience was weird. I went to this weird Twin Lakes thing. That's what the summer camp was called. It was called Twin Lakes, and it was terrible, okay? Because I got there, and I went inside. I found my bed, which was located in a cabin. It wasn't really even a cabin. It was more like a mobile home, okay? And that's where all the boys slept. And there was only like a couple beds, and you know, it was all right. But the girls got the nice penthouses and everything. You know, they got like the bathrooms in their own cabin, and they got nice beds, and we had to sleep on the concrete floor. Oh, it was terrible. But thankfully my friend went with me, so I guess everything was cool. Yeah. But the worst part wasn't even the beds. The worst part was that the bathrooms were absolutely disgusting, okay? If you wanted to go to the bathroom at like 12 in the morning, you had to wake up, walk downstairs, because it wasn't even in your cabin. You had to go outside into the freezing cold weather, and you had to find the bathrooms, and I forgot where it was every single night because I was that tired, but I remember I had to walk down, and it was like an outhouse, and it wasn't even kept up. I'm not exaggerating, guys, there's like daddy long legs, spiders, insects all over the front door, and once you got inside, there were like bugs inside of the toilet paper. Oh, it was disgusting, bro. It was gross. Probably the worst experience I've ever witnessed, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah. That was the first day. It was alright. And the even weirder part was every single time we didn't have something to do, our leaders would always take us to the game room, and it was fun. This isn't like a game room that most of you guys are thinking of. This is like the board game for like the chess, like where you play that kind of stuff. And it was fun the first time, but after leaders took you there more than 7 times a day, it got really boring. So yeah, that was weird too. And then what else? After game room, that's the second day. Okay, and then you had to take a swim test because you could you could do like fun water tubing or stuff like that. But in order to do those fun water stuff where you like could swim and stuff, you had to take a swim test, and they basically forced these young children, including me, to swim in leech-infested waters. Yeah, they were just like, yeah, you can just swim across the lake. Just make sure you don't touch the bottom, otherwise you might get attacked by a leech. I'm like, thanks a lot. That's really helpful. And yeah, it was an adventure. I'll tell you that. They told us that we were going to be doing a river walk, which is basically where we walked in water or in a river or something. I thought that would be exciting, but it really wasn't. It was the most underrated, most really boring thing ever. It was boring, okay? All we did, we just walked in water that had leeches in it and crayfish, I'm pretty sure. It was disgusting, guys. It was pretty bad and weird too, because there were people in our cabin. I'm not gonna say names. And those people were different, and it was fun getting to know our roommates. It was fun, okay? It was enjoyable. But every single night, basically, the events and all of the games, that was fun and all, but my favorite part was whenever we went to bed, because we were supposed to lights out at 12, okay? We were supposed to be in bed sleeping at 12, but our leaders always stayed up, and they would always goof around and always be funny, and it was awesome. They would always like have fun parties in our cabin. But yeah, that was always fun. I loved doing that. And then one time I remember, one time they're like, okay guys, instead of eating in the cafeteria with everybody else, we're gonna be roughing it, okay? We're gonna be cooking our hot dogs in the woods, making our own fire, and they made it sound really cool and all. Like, oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds really cool. But when we got to the woods, I realized that there are like a bunch of spiders all over the logs that we were supposed to be sitting on. And I'm like, I hate this. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I am a huge germophobic. Like, I absolutely hate bugs with everything. They're like my least favorite things. So yeah, there's like a bunch of bugs and spiders all over the benches and all over the logs because, you know, it's inside the woods, you know. It's not my most favorite thing, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, it was pretty bad. I hated it. We stayed there for about a week, and it was probably like one of the. It was alright. I wouldn't say it was my most favorite week I've ever been through. It was alright, okay. But yeah, my friend helped me. My friend got sick actually, or something like that. So he had to go home. He got sick. What's the word I want to use? He ditched me, but I get it. He was sick. Anyway, after that, then what else did I do? Yeah, and then we did paintball, which I bailed on paintball because I don't really like paintball. Yeah, leave a like if you hate paintball, and if you love paintball, leave a like. I hate paintball. It's not my favorite thing. Anyway, I stayed back in our cabin. Yeah, it was good. But after my friend left, on like the 5th day, I think, we all went fishing and we all had to go swim in this lake. And I bailed on swimming in the lake as well because, you know, there are leeches in there. I didn't want to get attacked by a leech. One of our people that are in our cabin actually did get attacked by a leech. It was really small. It was probably like a baby, like 4 months old. I don't even know, okay? But yeah, he got attacked by it was bleeding. But yeah, you know, normal stuff, you know? Normal day at summer camp. Anyway, but yeah, we went fishing. It was good. We caught some bluegills. It was fun. But yeah, after that, I think it was later in the nighttime, we all went on a night hike, and one of our leaders was like, alright guys, when we're going hiking in the woods, you gotta watch out for like snakes. Yeah, he said like rat snakes or something like that. I'm like, bro, you're just gonna lead your kids in rat snake infested woods? But again, you gotta realize that insects are all over the place wherever you go, so I should just get over it anyway. But yeah, he led us in snake-infested woods, along with leech-infested waters, and you know, it was good. It was good. It was fun, you know. It was a fun adventure. If I already said that, well, it was a fun adventure. It was all right. But after we were done in the woods, we were coming home, and I heard a bunch of coyotes and wolves, and my leader was like, alright guys, stay close. I'm like, okay, and I really did not feel safe right there. If you really wanted my honest opinion, I did not feel safe at all. Like, even though like our leaders were only like in high school, I did not feel comfortable with that. Even with like coyotes and wolves by us, you know. It's good to know they're being protected, but I still didn't feel safe. Anyway, yeah, it was fun, and then every single time, we would go to the cafeteria for like lunch or breakfast or anything. They would offer us like eggs for breakfast, and honestly, I don't like eggs. Eggs is like my least favorite thing. So yeah, that's another trivia thing about me. I hate eggs. But yeah, the week I went to summer camp was the same week my birthday fell on, and you can imagine what my youth leader said to everybody in the cafeteria. They literally said, hey guys, it's this kid's birthday. I can't really tell you my name because, you know, but anyway, yeah, they announced to everybody that it was my birthday, and everyone sang happy birthday, and it was really awkward because, you know, everyone's singing to you, and you don't know what to do when they're singing to you, and it's just weird, and that was awkward too. I mean, it was nice to sing happy birthday. They didn't have to. I really appreciate it, but it was just awkward for me, but it was nice of them. That was nice too. And then later on that night, when every single child from that camp, every single night, they would meet in this big auditorium thing, and they would just hang out and stuff. And then my youth leader, once again, to the whole entire congregation, he told the entire congregation that it was my birthday, and everyone clapped for me, and it was kind of awkward too. Not as bad as when I sang happy birthday, but you know, you get the gist. But yeah, it was good. That was nice too. That was very nice of them. And then the guy the main leader threw me a Twinkie when we were in the auditorium, and I thought he was aiming for some other kid that was behind me, and I didn't think I was supposed to catch it, and it landed right in my face, and everyone started laughing at me. So yeah, that was fun too. What else? Oh yeah, and then the next day, our leaders told us, like, okay guys, we're gonna be going on a huge, big slide today. Like, oh cool, how cool is that? But then they told us that you had to slide down the slide a certain way, and then they said just make sure just not to touch the bottom, because once again there are leeches in there. I'm like, okay, you know what, never mind. So yeah, that was weird as well. And then on the very last day, we did Mud Day, which was basically when the leaders filled up an entire pond full of mud, and they put water in it, and it was the most muddiest thing ever, and they basically had all of the children jump in that mud pit, and it was disgusting. And they do like weird challenges with like the mud pit, like, you know, like, I don't know, it's like weird challenges where you had to like find certain stuff that was inside of the mud pit, and it was just disgusting. Most of our cabin didn't do it because we didn't want to get that dirty. But yeah, every single night it was like required to take a shower, and like they made us take a shower at like 12 in the morning. It was weird, okay? But yeah, and then on the very last day, we went on a huge zip line, and I wasn't gonna do it, but I actually did it because, you know, why not? And I actually went for it because I'm really afraid of heights. But yeah, I went for it, and I do not regret going on the huge zip line. But yeah, that was fun. Overall, my experience was interesting, and it was fun at the same time. Even though the bathrooms were disgusting, and I had to go in the forest, and that was disgusting as well. I'm very glad my parents forced me to do it, but I am never doing that again. So yeah, I think she's gonna make me do the summer camp again this year. So yeah, wish me luck, guys. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video on Story of My Life, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I will see y'all homies in the next video. Bye!